In just the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how you can join Sarah and Greg and start raking in a fantastic new income from home just by placing free ads on the internet. Hi, I'm Mike Long, and I'm about to reveal how in today's terrible economy, I went from working overtime and being buried in debt and even foreclosed on to now spending around 30 minutes a day from my home computer to make as much as $10,000 or more a week, every week, and sometimes much, much more. In fact, I've made as much as $400,000 in 1 month. And here is the really exciting thing. I get paid all that money just for placing free little ads on the internet. I'm serious. All different kinds of internet companies, even Fortune 500 companies, pay me to place free ads for them. And today, on this program, I'm going to show you, just like I showed Sarah and Greg, how you can duplicate what I'm doing. In my opinion, getting paid to place these little free ads is by far the simplest, hassle-free way to make money on the internet today. It doesn't cost anything, and it only requires about 30 minutes a day of your time. You don't need any special skills at all, and I can show anybody how to do it from home just like I do. And I proved that for the first time with my best friend, David. He was going through some really tough times, but he saw the money I was making, and he wanted to make that kind of money too. So I took David by the hand, and I created a shortcut that allowed him to jump right in and start making money. And listen to what he was able to achieve.
Mike and I have been friends for a long time, and both of us had always struggled financially. In fact, the best job I ever had only paid $20-some thousand a year. When all of a sudden I saw Mike having all this money to spend, and I found out he was making it by placing free ads on the internet, I had to ask him to show me how he was doing it. Well, he did. And I started making enough money to move my wife and I out of the crummy little one-bedroom apartment we were in and into the big, beautiful 4-bedroom home you see behind me. In a period of about 1 year, I made around $300,000, enough to totally pay off my home. I have the payoff statement from the bank right here. Because of Mike, I now own this beautiful home mortgage-free, and I'm continuing to make a full-time income with the free advertising strategies he taught me.
Just take a look at what some of my top brand new students were able to achieve right out of the starting gate when they put my shortcut to work for them.
With the shortcut in Michael's book, in a period of just 5 days, I made $796 online.
I only put in 3 hours of my time, and I made $745.
I honestly just followed the system. I did as I was told, and I started making money.
A couple weeks back, I even brought in a check for $1,500, so it's working for me.
In the first month itself, I've earned like $3,100. It's just simply amazing.
Believe it or not, I've already made $5,600, and I'm just getting started.
Mike is very different in the way that he helps you utilize the internet in a free manner. And the fact is, any success making money on the internet without having to spend any money, I mean, that's incredible. So this is definitely something that's worth it. And today, you know, my business has grown to a point where I'm making on average about $20,000 a month or more. So I just want to thank Mike Long for making this possible.
I didn't know hardly anything about making money online. And using Mike's shortcut, I was able to make $798 in my very first month.
My husband and I were looking for extra income for our retirement when we ran across Mike's shortcut. I thought, this is too good to be true. This can't ever work for me. But lo and behold, the first month I made over $880.
I made over $8,000 in a month, and I did not even believe it until I cashed the checks.
I was recently laid off of my job and I couldn't find work. I was in desperate need of income and needed to start making money online. I discovered Mike Long's shortcut, and I started making money my very first month. And last month, I made over $3,700. Thank you, Mike, for creating this program. I can now feed my family and pay my mortgage.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm 21 years old, and while most of my friends are in college trying to figure out what they want to do in life, I already knew what I wanted to do in life. I wanted to make a lot of money off the internet. I didn't know where to start, and I didn't know what to do. Thankfully, I came across Mike's shortcut, and in a 6-month period, I was able to generate $64,000. And from that point on, I've been able to generate a full-time income online.
Before I found Mike's shortcut, I was in a tough spot. I had lost my primary source of income, I had a wife and 2 kids to support, and things weren't looking so great. In just a 3-month period of time, I was able to generate $45,000 using Mike's shortcut.
It's only been a short time since I've got involved with Mike's system, and I've already made $820.
Hey everyone, Dan here from Baltimore. I just wanted to give my quick comments about Mike's shortcut. So just recently I used one technique out of his book and I generated over $23,000 online in my spare time.
By using Mike's shortcut, I've made over $40,000 in the last 12 months alone, working right from my home computer.
Hi Mike, it's John Penfield here. I just wanted to make this quick video for you to thank you for your training. I picked up your book, I've been going through it for the last few months, I've been putting it into action, and I've made around about $30,000 just in the last few months with just the information that you're teaching.
Hi, my name is Art, and I'm a doctor in North Carolina. When I first heard about Mike's shortcut, I knew that people were making money online, but just had no idea how to do it. And after implementing his strategy, I now make more money per hour online than I do as a physician.
Hey, what's going on, Mike? It's Alan here. I just wanted to give you a quick shout out and say thank you for everything you've done for me. You know, before the shortcut, I really had no idea what it meant or what it was like to make money online. You know, I'm making $4,000 a month, just about, and I do this while I go to school at night. So this is amazing. I mean, you really changed my life.
Listen to what Sarah, a busy stay-at-home mom who homeschools all 5 of her children, is able to make with my shortcut just in her spare time.
Hi, I'm Sarah from Oregon. I'm a homeschooling mom of 5 kids, which doesn't leave a whole lot of extra time. But in my extra time, I've been able to earn an income of well over $50,000 in a year's time using Mike's shortcut. So if you're looking for a way to earn income in your spare time, then I would highly recommend Mike's shortcut because the processes are simple and it works really well.
Hey, this is Rob from San Francisco. You know, when I first came across Mike's shortcut, I'll admit I was a bit skeptical, but I thought I'd give it a try. So I put in a few hours of my time and I made my first $318. I was excited, so I kept at it. And within 60 days time, I'd made an additional $3,200. This isn't some get-rich-quick deal. This is a system that really works.
Now, Rob didn't stop there. That initial taste of success that Rob had about a year ago proved to him that he could really do this, and it fueled his fire and desire to fully utilize the free advertising strategies in my book, including one strategy that can give you the ability to make huge spikes of income in a very short period of time. And listen to this video update that Rob just sent me a few weeks ago.
Hey Mike, it's Rob Jones. I'm sure you know that last year I was able to quit my job as a result of the shortcuts that I learned in your book, but I just wanted to let you know, give you a quick update. Just last month I was able to make over $50,000 in the course of like a week.
Did you hear that? Rob used my free advertising strategies to make $50,000 in just 1 week. And please don't get the wrong impression. This isn't some cheesy get-rich-quick deal. Rob started off small, placing his first initial free ads, and he made a few $100s. Then he made a few thousand, and he continued to stay committed and took full advantage of all my free advertising strategies. That's the great thing about my shortcut. It levels the playing field because anybody, regardless of how much or how little education or money you have, can do this. I grew up in a really poor neighborhood that was half trailer park, half low-income housing. This is me when I was about 5 years old. In high school, one of my really good friends was killed in a drive-by shooting. Believe me, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I struggled financially my whole life. I know how it feels to worry about where your next paycheck is going to come from because I lived with that stress until I discovered how to make money with free ads. When the first few $100s came in, I got excited and my income kept growing. And I gotta tell you, the first week that I made over $10,000 and then the next week another $10,000, it felt like the weight of the world came off my shoulders. That's why I love sharing my shortcut and helping others like yourself. When I see my top students follow in my footsteps and create their own rags to riches stories, it's the most rewarding experience that I could ever have. Take one of my top students named Greg, for example. Greg started off a lot like me. He grew up on the wrong side of the tracks, and until just a few months ago, Greg was struggling to make ends meet, working long hours at a casino dealing cards. And look what my shortcut did for him.
Hey Mike, it's Greg here. I just want to give you a quick shout out. I really appreciate the book you made up. It's helped me a ton. In the past 100 days, I've made about $100,000, give or take, and that's real money. I have a child on the way in 2 months, and because of the information in the book, and the free ads I've done online, I'm now going to be able to stay home with my child full time. So from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it, Mike. You really changed my life with this information. Thank you very much.
Now that's inspiring. A lot of attorneys and doctors with years invested into big fancy college degrees can't even make $100,000 in 100 days. And Greg, who's just a regular everyday guy who doesn't even have a college degree, he did it from his home computer in his spare time with a shortcut in my book.